The 66 Reef Turquoise Hardtop is back from the Media Blaster. Please hit subscribe and like the video so you can see this car as it comes together. And media blasting, you get it, all the rust out of the car. So we saw some stuff or found some stuff that we were expecting, and then a couple things we weren't expecting, but I'll kind of go over it. 66 A-bodies, GTOs, Chevelles, Skylarks, Cutlasses, notorious for rusting in the channel where the windshield is. So we were expecting that. They actually make a piece to patch that. Rust up above, not terrible, can be fixed. Mouse made a nest in the heater box, which then rusted out the firewall. Wasn't expecting that, but it's very fixable. The floors, I'm happy with. Rear floors are in good shape. Underneath the rear seats in good shape. The front floor, which I was expecting, has holes in it, and there are some holes in the passenger's side floor. Not a big deal. We'll fix those up. There was some rust where the mouse had made a nest in that brace. Can be repaired as well. One thing I really wasn't expecting was the roof rail with the strip where the top comes down on the driver's side only. It is rotted all underneath there. So the car must have sat at an angle and gotten debris and moisture in there and rotted that out. We'll have to figure out how to fix that. Pretty sure that's what caused some of the rust in the roof. Fixable. I already knew about this little hole here. Again, fixable. Quarters are nice and straight. A couple dings and dents, but not bad. Very fixable. Rust in front of the wheels. The rockers are in great shape. So the structure of the car is good. Behind the rear wheels we'll fix. Pretty usual for the GTOs. A little bit of the usual rust in the channel around the trunk. Trunk floor I didn't even have them blast because I knew I was going to have to replace it. So we'll take care of that. Rear panel is actually in good shape. Not rusty, which is kind of rare for these vehicles, but it is dinged up. But my guys should be able to straighten that out. Again, behind the wheel, in the quarter panel, a little bit rusty. In front, a little bit of rust, but very fixable. The fenders, which are Tempest fenders, so they have extra holes in them. A little bit dinged up in the front on this one. This side, the left side, might be a candidate for getting a new fender because it also has some rust down there, which is all fixable, but rust combined with a lot of damage might mean it'll be just easier to buy a new fender. This side, the fender's in better shape. It has some of the regular rust down there and behind the wheel. The doors, again, something I didn't expect. This passenger door is probably a loss. It's got pulled and dinged here. It might have actually gotten bent over. Somebody opened the door and something hit it and bent the door over, but it's got a bunch of dents in it. And then it's also been pulled down here by the door handle, pulled, so it's really beat up. Probably just buy a new door shell. You always want to try and save the original parts because they always fit better than the reproductions. But I think in this case, you kind of have to look at it. You know, if the door shell costs, and I'm not sure what they cost, but I think they cost about $300. It's going to take far more than $300 worth of labor to get this thing back into shape, I believe. In the past, the driver's door is in pretty good shape, pretty straight. A little bit of rust here, which I won't even have them do anything with because it's a race car, so it just makes it a little bit lighter. But we'll save that. So that'll be it. So it's back from the soda blasters. I'm going to start drilling out some of the spot welds and cutting out some of the rust and getting it ready to go to the body shop. So again, please subscribe so you can keep up with it.